turn to smoke like I never was there before. School stamps gone from the page. Years of sweat, years of proof. They don't just break your voice, they go straight for your roots. Tie my hands, tear my light. Still I stand in the light. Call me a liar if you want. I know I lived in my life. They erase me, but I'm still here, I'm still here. They erase me. Can't kill truth with fear. They erase me. Bob Lazar in the crosshairs. Every record wiped clean. Like a man can't be real if they bury the machine. No diploma, no job, history, just a stain on the wall. But I hear the same old panic when they try to make me fall. Tie my hands, tear my light. Still I stand in the light. Call me a liar if you want. I know what lived in my life. They erase me, but I'm still here, I'm still here. They erase me. Can't kill truth with fear. They erase me.
All right. Welcome to Goof On tonight. Hey, how you doing? It's July the 13th. Oh, it's 2026. You know what that is? 7/13/26. Oh, it's not it. Well, we're almost there. 13 times 2 is 26. You know. Yeah. All right, doesn't work. All right. I was trying to see if there was any funny business with the numbers because it's 13. Everybody loves a 13. 13 is one of my favorite numbers. Do you know what my favorite number is? If you think you know, put it. I do have a favorite number. Actually, I have two of them. If you can tell me what one is, I'll be impressed. If you can tell me what both are, if you're in the United States, I'll send you a shirt from Goof On, the original Goof On radio stream. I've got 4 left. I wound up getting, I bought 10 of them. I gave one to Nathan. I sent one to Michael, I think. And I have one and I'm saving one for someone else. And, and then I found out I had 4 left and a large, extra large and a medium, I think. But if you can guess what both numbers are, if you're in the United States, I'll send you a shirt. Yeah, what the hell? I'm in a good mood. So far, I don't see it. And I'll give you till 15 after. We'll do it for 10 minutes straight. But you only can guess once. You can't keep guessing. Capiche? All right. Now, if you guess both of them, you get a shirt. If you guess one, you just... I'll tell you. But I'll go back and I'll look and see what everybody said. Well, anyway, there you go. I hope you guys have a great night. It is tranche night here at Goof On. So what if we're a few days behind? Do you know how unbelievably excited I am for these videos? I mean, really. This is going to be one hell of a show. One model American. Yeah, this is amazing what they came out with. Really is amazing. I am so happy about the tranche. This is going to be great. These videos are unbelievable. Now, unbelievable is a word that I was told in a sales seminar that you can use because unbelievable could mean good and bad. How's your day going? It's unbelievable. Unbelievably bad? Or, I mean, is it good? Exactly. Exactly. And that's how I'm leaving it tonight. It's an unbelievable tranche of UFO files. And I have to play Third Phase of Moon, not the whole thing, just a couple of the things that they thought we were looking at, because you gotta say what to some of the things that people are thinking. And I thought it was interesting what Third Phase of Moon was saying about some of these objects. And I think it'd be a nice thing. It'd be nice to talk about. Those guys, they've been around. They've been around. They know, they should know, you would think, what some of these things are. Ah, juicy fruit. Now I'm looking for. See, this is what's going on over here. How could this be? I saved the actual page for the tranche and it's not here. This is what bugs me about stuff that's going on. So now I've got to go back here. Now I can't remember. What's the file? Arizona. What Arizona? What is it? Government.org? What's the file? What is the file? What is it? Somebody send me a link. I can't remember. Is it government? What is it? Government tranche? Tranche? Is that how I look it up? I'm just going to go right into it. Yeah, we're just going to start. How's everybody? You guys doing good? Glad you could be here. Glad you can be here. So, I'm looking for the Department of War. Is that where it is? Here it is. War.gov. I found it. It's weird because I have it saved in my bookmarks, but yet nothing. UFO. All right. So, Department of Horror. This is weird. Is it under releases? Here it is. Right. I know. I got it. What I don't understand is. Oh, there it is. I found it all now. I am so disappointed in this tranche. There's only 28 pages. Oh. Did you guys see the Conor McGregor fight? If you didn't, I'm going to show you a clip real quick. And if you didn't hear, Conor McGregor he's the notorious one. That's his nickname. And in the UFC, he's, I think, one of the only people, the first to get two championship belts in two different weight classes. He's the hottest ticket in the UFC. Anyway, he had 5 years off because the last time he fought, his foot broke in half. Like, he kicked the guy, the foot broke on the kick. He went to take a step back after the kick, and the foot, it went out, and that was the end of the fight. 5 years later, after he came out with vodka, he did a few movies, all sorts of stuff, making money. He came back to fight this guy named Max Holloway, who they fought 13 years ago. And Conor McGregor won, I think, in a decision. And this was supposed to be a really good fight. Conor McGregor was the underdog because 5 years off, and Max Holloway is insane. I believe Conor would have lost anyway in the first round. I believe he would have been knocked out. I don't think he's got it in him, but the bell rings. He goes to take this flying kick, right? Charges at Max Holloway. He's up in the air, does the kick, lands the right leg with his foot sideways, and the knee not hyperextended, but the knee gave out, and that was it. So, we got to see it was like 60 seconds or something, because he tried to get up a few times and fell back down, and the ref's like, come on, fight, and Max is like, he's hurt. And then Conor's like, fight, man, fight. So the guy, Max just bing, bing, bing. Conor gets up, falls down. No, that's it. Fight was over. So they're showing clips of it. I just wanted to show you this one clip because it's real exciting. There it is. Yeah, I mean, sad, but, you got to see it to believe it. Max is a little guy.
Ready. Right.
Just a little joke. I went a long way for that. All right. Chicken Coop, how you doing? Yep, good to see you. Perry Diamont, how you doing? Welcome. Beza56, what is up? Glenn Collins, what's up, brother? Dan Peters, how you doing, Chief? T.I., Tony? Paula Faust, how you doing? Hey, Skybird. Didn't I see you earlier today? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I did the earlier show, and I think I saw you there. Good to see you. Metalhead, yeah, Metalhead. It was disappointing, but wow, some of those sightings, woo! What gets me, what's up, Jeanette? What gets me, hey, Jackie, why'd I say that? I am sorry. Jacek Gurniewski, right? Jacek? Isn't it Jacek Gurniewski? Right? Isn't that how you really say it? No? All right. I don't know. I'm sorry if I messed it up. I can't believe that. Okay, let's take a look at some of these numbers. All right. All right, let's go. I'm going to go back, look at the numbers here, see if you guys guessed it. And I'm not going to lie. I see 1747 from Skybird. No. Oh, by the way, all bets are off right now. 3 and 7 for Jacek. No. No. Nobody. 1 and 5. No. 13. No. 1724. No. 1020. That's a nice try. No. I see a 1 and a 10. No. Enzo, what do you say? And that's it. The numbers were 3 and 9. So Jacek got it close with 3 and 7. But you got 1. Yeah, 3 and 9 are my favorite numbers. I love 3. 3 was my 33 was my number in football. 3 was baseball. And that's that. Good try, though. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. There's also a poll in the chat room if you want to take a look at that. I said, what did I say? Do you believe we saw any real UFOs in the first 3 UFO drops? And we're at 42% no, 33% yes. And I rarely do this, but I put in an I don't know because it's too hard to tell on some of those. That's all I could fit in there. 24%. Now, my vote is a no. I don't think we saw any real UFOs. And when I mean real UFOs, I mean alien technology, not our technology. Now, I know that when people say UFOs, that just means it's an unidentified flying object, Rich. Yeah, but we all know what it really means. So we don't have to play it that way. But I say no. But keep on voting. I'd like to know what you think. All right, so we've got several videos here. I have not gone through the tranche yet. So this is my first time with you. I saw what third phase of Moon did. And I said, somebody's got to do the real work here, because what they were saying, I was shocked at some of the things I heard being said. So with that being said, oh boy, my stomach, all of a sudden I just started getting a little bit shimmy sham. Hold on. Let me turn up this fan a little bit. I just all of a sudden started feeling weird. Not good. Okay, this one says from the Yellow Sea 2025 Unresolved UAP report. Oh my God. Oh, you got to be effing kidding me. Really? This is what they're showing? Really? I am embarrassed. After what we already know. Now, I know these were already in the but this is just from the lens. That's all. That's what it looks like. It's not a UFO. We learned that from the last tranche. Right? How sad is that? That makes me angry that that was even put in there. This is from the, oh boy. Look, I'm going back on it. I can't click on it. This is what, when the government puts a website together, it doesn't work right. Look, I'm on it, but I'm clicking and I can't go. So I have to refresh and scroll. Oh, it automatically did it. And now I can click on it. Do that every time. From the East China Sea from 2025. All right, 5-minute video. Are you kidding me? Oh, look at this. Okay. Wow. Well, that's odd. Oh. Could it be a balloon? There's no sound. It says 5 minutes. Oh my God, I am not feeling good all of a sudden. I'll make it though, don't worry. It'll go, it'll pass. I found out that my weight gain drinks have maltodextrin in it, which is worse than sugar, and it's not labeled as sugar. It's an actual filler that fluffs up the powder to give more product. And this stuff attaches to your cells like nothing else. It's so much worse than sugar, and I think I'm having a little bit of a crash. My blood sugar was it was 130. It was good. But if it was like a 170, I wouldn't be feeling it. It must have dropped or maybe gone up a lot. I broke out in a sweat. All right, well, look at this. This is okay. I don't know what we're looking at. I mean, I want to say balloon because it sure as hell looks like one. They redacted it? What? Thank you, Paris, the $2 super chat. They redacted the timer and date info from the... I noticed this. Yeah. Why? You know what I mean? Why? I'll tell you why. So we can't figure out it's a freaking balloon. Is this it? It's still running. All right, we're not going to see anything. Look at this. Oh, here we go. Where is it? They erased me, and it's still here. It's still here. No, it's not. What a... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut off the screen. This is unbelievable. Thank you, Paris. Appreciate the love. $2, yay. Goes right into the kitty. Dorothy says, maltodextrin is bad. I know. I did a little research on it. It is so much worse than... And check this out. Every single thing that is a weight gain formula or whey protein has it as the first ingredient. I don't know what I'm supposed to do for calories, you know? It's not good. I mean, this is what happens. I get these crashes and I'll be fine. I just need, you know, while the videos are playing, I'll close my eyes and I'll start. That's why I have a little energy. I closed it for a minute. Closed it. I closed my eyes for a minute. Thank you, Dorothy. You're so sweet. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Continuing supporter of GoofOn as well. It is bad. I know. I don't know what to do. All right, let's get to the next video then. So that was the second one. This one is from Western United States. I got to refresh. Third video. Here we go. This one's 3 minutes. Here we go. I gotta throw a little music on with this stuff. I'll put some music on. Does anybody see it? I don't see anything. That dot? What the? This is awful. There's nothing on this. I'm so disappointed already. All right, let's go to the Gulf of America. Eight seconds. Oh, this is going to be... Oh my god, guys. Seriously? This is what they're showing? Look at this again. This is embarrassing. So there it is, right? You see it? I can't. There's nothing there. All right, the one after the low. Oh, these aren't videos. Okay, next page. There's 28 freaking pages. Let's look for another video. Page 3. Oh my god. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. I'm just looking for videos. Where's page 6? Okay. Page 7. Page 8. 9. Well, we're a third of the way through. Page 10. Here we go. Middle East. 5 freaking seconds. Oh my god. Nothing. Okay? I am beyond disappointment. Seriously. Oh my god, look at this. It doesn't even take me to page 11. I gotta start at 0. This is awful. This is not user friendly. This is abuser friendly. Alright, here's the next one. From Iraq. And roll. That thing? Alright, no. No. We deserve better than this. This is terrible. Oh, I think I have to throw up. Syria. Oh my god. Oh, that was it? The thing we could barely see, guys. Yeah, do it again. This is so stupid. There it is. I have to go to page 12. Oh, look at all of these now. Okay. All right. From Iraqi. 10 seconds. This is terrible. I'm not interested in that. Middle East. Hey, it's working better. Terrible. Another one. Oh, now I gotta refresh it again. See, how come it stopped working? There's a 5-minuter. Where is it? The music's better than the video. Where is it? Looks like Mars. This is terrible. It's a dot. This is so annoying. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's do this. I got a good idea. I got an idea. I think this is going to be way more entertaining. Here we go.
Thing's dead center, and actually the camera, I think this is captured from a drone, zooms in and takes a closer inspection on what this unidentified flying object is. Let's look at this. Did that just move? Did that just do a little time jump? I'm not sure. Could that just been a little glitch in the camera?
See what I mean? It's a glitch in the camera. You know it's not a time jump. A time jump. Have they regressed back to the early days? Like, really? Come on, man.
Did that just move? Did that just do a and takes a closer inspection on what this unidentified flying object is? Let's look at this. Did that just move? Did that just do a little time jump? I'm not sure. Could that just been a little glitch in the camera? Notice the points of light there on the top left.
It's the reflection off of the effing balloons. The sun reflecting off balloons.
As we get in closer, we do see some sort of, like, I don't know, parts, you could say, extruding from the craft itself. Some people might say this could just be a bunch of balloons, but
parts?
I don't know. It doesn't necessarily look like that. It almost
carburetor?
looks metallic and solid in nature. All right, here's another one that's kind of matches some of the other drops from the DoD or Department of War. And people say this is that star-like looking UFO, again, flying over the ocean. This could just be maybe some, reflections, refractions of light coming from the chip itself, creating this kind of prism effect. Not sure. Could it be a star-like craft? That's what people are speculating. All right, I like this one a lot. This one caught my interest. Looks like we're over a desert and something comes in from the bottom right and shoots up to the left. Look at that. And then boom, right there, slow it down, and it kind of like banks to the left and changes its whole characteristics of the ship. Wow. Okay, more videos. Let's just roll it as it came in today from the Department of War. This one kind of reminds me of the Go Fast. We see something off in the distance flying above the ocean, and it's interesting. It's just not your typical orb. We see these, again, appendages coming from the craft itself. Are we looking at something flying under means of propulsion that we're not aware of? Or, again, could it just be something mundane? A bundle of balloons just drifting in the wind. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to move and oscillate randomly like balloons do. It seems to be kind of like a solid object. What's your opinion, guys? We see that there. I think that's just kind of like falling, frame rate. I don't think it's anything sensational, just mundane frame rate dropout. But there it is. There's the object. Kind of just skimming across the ocean there. I wonder how far above the ocean water this is. Again, the black boxes to the left, right of the corners, these are kind of redacted sensor information that the government doesn't want us to see. I guess it's kind of top secret on what kind of surveillance capabilities they're actually capturing these UFOs with. This one's heavily redacted. Let's take a look at this. Yep, not much on that one. All right, we got two objects. Just fly by the camera. Let's see if he could catch up to these things. And the camera. It looks like he's got something dead center there. It's really small, hard to make out. Another kind of, something, just a dot. I don't know. We need bigger, more solid proof. This one has been grabbing some attention too. Let's take a look at this. We almost see like a cigar shape flying in a rather particular fashion. But when we get a close-up, there it is. I don't know. Could it just be birds? I'm not sure. Migrating. It's not a perfect, symmetry. It's kind of has this unorthodox look. We do see that it's quite large. Whatever it is, it's extensive. Okay, more videos. Look at this thing. This thing's cooking. All right, I grabbed pretty much the best that was dropped today and consolidated them into this video that we're looking at now. Here's another curious object floating or flying above the cloudscape there. It's good capture. He's got a dead center. Let's get in close up on this thing. Huh. It seems like there's two objects, or something's kind of like having a highlight there at the bottom. Could have been a balloon with a string. I'm not sure. What's your opinion, guys? There it is. You had to zoom in, and we see kind of a white dot down at the... Okay, he's got a center frame. There it is. He's following it. Does it do any erratic moves? Let's take a look. It's strange. We don't know where these videos are being taken from. Let's just say if this is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean, hundreds of miles out, then we could basically rule out balloons. So that would be interesting to know that kind of, insight. But here we are with another video coming in from the Department of War. The fourth drop. Boom. Look at this thing as it kind of comes in. Let's watch this. It just screams past the camera. That was pretty lightning fast. Interesting. All right, more videos. Take a look at this. Well, he's got a good track on it, that's for sure. The technology is solid. They could definitely capture things in the sky and get a good pinpoint of it. But again, even Avi mentioned this today. Everything that we've seen today there's no conclusive proof of these being actual ET in nature. We don't know what it is or what they are or where they come from. Are you excited about the Department of War and their tranches of drops recently over the past couple months? What's your most, compelling video in this premiere? Leave your comments below. I'd like to hear your opinion. All right, here's again just a simple dot off in the distance, but the drone does have a good track on it. That's for sure. Didn't do anything, exceptional. It was just sitting there. We need conclusive proof. We actually, at the end of this video, I'm going to play, drop in some UFO videos that's shot from the public, and it blows away the Department of War and what they just dropped today. So stay tuned for that. But let's just keep watching some of the highlights of today's drop. All right, more video. Let's see what we got. That last one wasn't too exciting, I must say. All right, looks like the drone's scanning for something. Let's see if he gets his target. There it is. All right, let's zoom in on this bad boy. What do we got? Is it moving erratically? Is it making these degree of turns that would be kind of impossible for our, technology? There it is. It's it's got speed, or it could just be parallax with the drone wrapping around it. It looks like there's, clouds in the background giving a, a sense of motion, but it could just again be possible parallax. It did make an odd move there. A little like ramped up a speed, some undulation. Interesting. All right, like I said, we just saw these videos from the Department of War, but the public is where disclosures, that's where it's going to come, friends. So let's take a look at these, and we want to hear your opinion. Smash that thumbs up, everybody. Let's go.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent, we're going over the incredible videos just into Third Phase of Moon, and we're looking at something that is unexplained. Take a look at this. Illuminated craft off in the distance, captured in the night. We're looking at something very strange. This green series of orbs, or could it be one large craft in the sky, some kind of drone that we're not aware of? If it's a drone, it's not, you're not gonna see this at the consumer market here. You're not gonna pick it up at Walmart or anything. This is something crazy. Brent, your thoughts?
Yeah, Blake, I'm really digging this video. It's making the rounds all over the internet right now. We're seeing it kind of splashed everywhere. We're so happy to share it right here at Third Phase Moon. Yeah, Blake, good question. Is this a series of orbs that are floating independently, or is this one craft in general?
It's a drone.
I'm counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orbs of light, and they're illuminated green, and it's just suspended in the air. We don't know what this is. Could this be some new technology, maybe new drone technology that we're not familiar with? All I know is that these guys are on the ground. They don't know what it is.
Yeah, Brent, and it's dead silent. You don't hear anything whatsoever, and you can kind of see a glimmer of light right at the bottom of this craft. So it makes 6 lights all together in this circular pattern. And again, if this is some kind of craft in the sky, I'm estimating it to be at least, 20 to maybe 30 feet in length. But again, to be totally quiet in the sky, and it gets quieter at night. Things start to settle down, and you hear things off at a great distance, and you would hear rotor blades. In my opinion, what we're looking at is something that is unexplained, maybe some kind of new system of propulsion that we're not aware of right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've been seeing these kind of craft recently that we've been posting on Third Phase of Moon that kind of exactly resemble what we're looking at here. Could this be a new series of technology, maybe something world is ours?
Yeah, that's the big question. Now, like I said, we got a lot of UFO videos, so hit that thumbs up. Leave your comments on what you think it is. Now, let's roll the next one, coming in from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Again, another nighttime shot. We're getting a perspective with the the bell tower, the clock to the left, and then this illuminated craft in the sky. Is this some kind of propped up blimp? I don't know. I'm not seeing any kind of canopy, and it resembles a disc-shaped object, in my opinion. What we're looking at, again, is the phenomenon, and this is something that we need to share on Third Phase of Moon. Everybody, if you're watching this live premiere, please copy-paste this link and share it on your social media right now. Tell them there's a lot of UFOs coming up. Brent, your make of what's going on in Sao Paulo right now.
Yeah, I just got to say thanks to everybody, all our Third Phase of Moon fans. Last video that we posted, it's close to like 50,000 views. Good job. What is this? What are we looking at? We're seeing some sort of like illuminated craft that has this kind of like white fluorescent light all around it. And what's interesting is you see this black mass right in the middle. Is this something that you could actually see through, or is this some sort of just something hiding within the craft itself?
Yeah, good call there. Are we actually looking through the craft, or is this maybe some kind of a window looking out of some kind of porthole? I'm not exactly sure, but again, this thing's off at the distance. We're getting a kind of side-by-side comparison to the tower. You got the lit up spire there and the clock. What is it, about 7:15 in this location? Something like that. And this craft makes an appearance. Somebody managed to capture a few seconds. We're slowing it down, trying to get a closer look at whatever we're looking at here. But again, it's something, I would have to say, 20 to 30 feet. Once again, these craft seem to have their similar size, just enough maybe for 2 passengers. Come on, guys, we need to get this technology in the people's hands so we can enjoy it ourselves and start traversing the world like we should. I think you might want to thumbs that one up as well. Now, let's roll the next video. Take a look at this.
Well, these are not the tranche, so I guess we saw the big tranches already. I think they go back to it. Yeah. Let's take a look at what... See, now the people get the good stuff.
Vou ficar rico, famoso. Essa imagem vai valer milhões.
Now, I'm getting a close-up. I'm liking this one a lot.
It looks
It's
like a balloon
broad
to me.
daylight. Some kind of metallic object in the sky, just seemingly defying the laws of physics. It's just
Somehow defying the laws of physics. With helium? Holy crap, Tuesday.
hovering there, steady, and it doesn't look like any
It's
kind
not
of
steady,
balloon that
it's moving,
would be able to mimic these kind of characteristics. This thing is actually just stationary. I don't know what balloon could do that. What?
A balloon with the right amount of helium and the right amount of weight, plus the right amount of breeze or non-breeze.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, you point that out. Like, it does look definitely rock steady. Again, maybe there's no wind. It looks metallic. It looks silver. It looks heavy. I like the close up. You see the kind of the ridge right in the middle.
It looks heavy.
Middle of this craft, if that's what it is. It could be a balloon. People might throw that out there. I'm throwing it out there too. It's maybe a possible weather apparatus balloon up in the up in the sky. But look, it's just right above the traffic lights there, hovering in the sky. This guy managed to get the shot out of his car, pointing directly up, and we see this just hovering. I wish we had more video where we could see it at its final point. Where did it go? We don't know. That's a big question right here.
Yeah, sometimes as people don't have the opportunity.
That's the thing. When you don't see the end of a video, see it leave the area, most likely, fellas and ladies and gents and germs, it's a fake, a fraud, a hoax, a lie.
To chase these things down, who
If
knows?
we can't see it leave the area, which to me would be a very exciting video if you can see it leave the area. We never see them come into the area. But damn it, I'll be gosh darn it do if we never see them leave. Stay there. You're recording history, right? Right? No? No? Oh.
Maybe the guy had to get to work. He's in traffic.
You had to
maybe
get
he
to
lost
work.
sight of it after
What are the
light
odds?
turned green.
You're recording the most historic UFO in history. But damn it, you gotta get to work. Fuck off.
But once again, we're
So
seeing it,
stupid.
and it's crystal clear in the sky, and you could hear in the people's voices. They're saying "OVI," a UFO,
They're
and
saying ovni.
they captured it on video.
They're
They're
not saying ovni. They're saying ovi? Ovi lobe?
super excited. And definitely, if you're seeing the phenomenon, I'm telling you, don't hesitate. Pull your camera out, and if you're driving, be careful.
Yeah,
I
whip
know
it
a lot
out.
of people have sent us videos while
And
pretty
whip it
much at a
good.
high speed on the driving on a freeway, filming and driving at the same time. If you could do it, hey, just be safe about it. That's all I gotta say. But
No,
once
just
again,
get the
this
video,
craft,
put your
it's
life
hard
in
to estimate
danger.
its exact size, but you know, it's something that just seems to be hovering, just dead steady, rock solid there. No variations in its movement. Very hard to say what it is, but it's a UFO. And guys, again, hit this thumbs up if you're enjoying this episode. Let's roll the next one right now. Take a look.
Viado, vamos achar a linha dela, viado?
Não, cê é doido.
De algum lugar, viado. Não, eu vou pegar e levar pra casa, viado.
Tem linha não.
Lógico que tem. É, não.
É,
Bluetooth.
deve ser igual a chama de biomedicina.
All right, this one is very strange to me. It seems like people are on the ground. I'm trying to figure out what language they're speaking. It could be French, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing here. But are we looking at some kind of massive craft in the sky? You can see almost the edges that almost make out a triangular pattern in whatever it is. It's there. There's no CGI going on. People say there's CGI, there's AI videos. No, we can look out for those things and discern what we're looking at here. Pretty much most of the time when we're saying it's not CGI, I think we're pretty accurate in saying that. And right now I'm saying accurately, in my opinion, that we're looking at something in the sky and it's unexplained.
Yeah, that's for sure, Blake. We're looking at something. It's a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. We're not saying they're little green men. We just don't know what it is. And this is a great example of that. Right now, I just got to say, everybody needs to subscribe to Third Phase Moon. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button right now, because this video just dropped on the internet a couple hours ago. And if you want to be updated for the best new UFO videos, you're at the right spot. We're looking at this, and again, it's a series of lights. I see red, blue, and even a little white as it streaks. And what's cool, you see the parking lot, you can see this thing's high up in the sky, just hovering at kind of an angle, a degree of angle that's very odd. And it's just a series of lights. Could this be some sort of large craft? It kind of, again, this one kind of reminds me of the movie Close Encounters. It has that kind of feel of just the odd shape of this craft and the series of lights.
You know, I'm looking at this even a little closer, adding some brightness contrast, and you could almost see a dark shadow behind the lights illuminating the upper side of the craft and the lower side. It almost has a boomerang look to it, kind of a vector-shaped craft, not quite triangular. Wow, guys, this is pretty interesting stuff. You could hear the people on the ground. They're just kind of stunned. Obviously, when you see it, you'll never forget it. And what we're looking at here is unbelievable and unforgettable footage for people that have experienced the phenomenon. Brent, do you make out the vector shape there?
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing a little dark mass underneath it. And then when we get a better close-up, I'm going to look at this as we're about to pull up on it. And yeah, I do see that it is kind of this dark angle with the triangle shape. Definitely vector looking. We're looking at something special right here. I wish, again, we had longer footage. We don't know what happened at the end of this video, so it's all up for question. But we're just glad you guys are here watching it with us right now as we dissect these UFO videos.
And as a matter of fact, you might be hearing cowbells, crickets, and dogs barking. We're up on a hilltop in the south of Spain, looking over the Mediterranean Sea, up on a major hilltop, kind of in the middle of nowhere, you could say, but we're happy we have the internet and we're able to share these videos with you as they come in. We're going to be continuing to update Third Phase of Moon with the latest UFO videos as we travel across the world to bring you the information. Now, let me pull up this other video. It just came in moments ago, and I thought it was something that we needed to bring in. Hey, look, we're here to share the videos. So I think Brent's working on that right now, but let's continue to get your guys' opinions in the comments in this live premiere. If you see a vector shape, a triangular shape, is this one craft? Guys, I want to get your opinions. It's important that you leave your comments, that's for sure. Now, I think Brent brought it up. We're going to ingest it into the timeline. Take a look at this.
Oh my God. I had no way of getting back into the show. I can't believe it's still running. Oh my God. Everything just went out. For me. Holy mackerel.
Video again, broad daylight, you see somebody be a clearer day in the sky,
And it just stays there for a long time. That's what I like about this video. We see it, and it's almost.
Oh my God. Look, there wasn't much in the tranche video. The drop. You've seen Third Phase had the best of them, and they're really horrible. This is getting bad. I thought for sure we were going to see things that we couldn't explain. I didn't think we would see things that we can explain. We have half of them are unexplainable dots, and the other half are balloons. And maybe one or two that we'll never know, that could be droney or drones or balloon. I mean, it's bad. I'm going to end the poll. 48% no. Not everybody believes we're seeing any UFOs at all. And we have a tie for second with yeah and I don't know, with about 55 votes. Thanks for showing up tonight and looking at that. And Paris, you said you had a $2 super chat. I think I missed that said no photos, just vids and clouds. There were photos. Yeah. But nothing, that was any better than what we saw. I mean, I could pull one up. Or can I? Let's see if it Here. We'll look at a couple of pictures. This is right off the home page here. So we got pictures like this. I'll shrink down here. I'll go up top. People's descriptions of what they saw. That looks like some sort of, what do you call those? Gliders? Like a glider. Video. Picture. I don't know what that is. I don't know what we're looking at. Oh, that's from the shuttle. Okay. Atomic Energy Commission. That's it really on that. Just nothing good, man. I'm sorry. And plus it's so annoying to go through all of this. I am going to show you some things here. Hold on. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm going to play this little clip here. Bigfoot Hunter says proving corpse's authenticity has been an uphill battle. Jesse Weber Live. This was 2 days ago. And off of News Nation. I thought, and thanks to Ed Chaffet, thanks to him for sending me some of these Bigfoot things. Check this out, though. Let's take a look. Maybe I'll be doing Bigfoot tomorrow.
It is a mystery that has captivated people across the entire globe for centuries. Does Bigfoot really exist? Well, now there is a man called Snake the Bigfoot Hunter who claims he has found actual Bigfoot remains. He has this 8-foot, 300-pound body in his possession. He's even nicknamed it Dak. Snake says he found the remains in the Adirondack Mountains in 2024, even put them on display at last year's Great New York State Fair. But here's the wild part. Snake claims he sent the specimen for DNA testing, that the results showed the body has 58.5% Neanderthal DNA and 41.5% human DNA. Snake says that those tests from Cornell's veterinary DNA lab prove that this creature is a Neanderthal-human hybrid. Now, the Adirondack Mountains have been known to be a hotspot for Bigfoot or Sasquatch sightings, but there are a lot of skeptics out there questioning Snake's discovery. So we decided, let's go to the source. Charles Stewart, better known as Snake the Bigfoot Hunter, joins me now. He's also the author of the Bigfoot Bible. Thank you so much for taking the time. First, how did you find these remains, and what made you think initially this could be Bigfoot's remains?
Well, you know, I found it west of Old Fort, Central Adirondack Park. And the reason I found it was just being in the right area where I could smell it, because this body was decaying. And I just followed my nose deeper and deeper and deeper until, bam, there's this 8-foot-long, 300-pound specimen in front of me. And this thing was sitting in a poison ivy patch and just was absolutely disgusting. And based on what we figured out, this was dead probably about 2 days when I had found this specimen, okay? And what was interesting is next to this body were some larger footprints.
That looks kind of fake.
And after speaking to a couple other experts, we determined that one of the causes of this specimen's death was probably from getting bludgeoned to death by a larger Bigfoot. So
two.
Yeah, absolutely. And this could have been over territory or mating. We believe it was probably due to mating because this is a male specimen we have, and this was around 18 to 20 year range. And we figured that out by the dental decay.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. This DNA testing, what exactly was...
He had some fillings. He only had 2 fillings. He needed a root canal.
Was the testing, and what was it done on? The hair, teeth, soft tissue? What exactly?
Yeah, we had blood, hair, and fecal matter, and we just submitted it all and got that done through a friend of mine who worked at the Cornell Veterinarian BioDNA lab. And the results came back, as you mentioned, 58.5% Neanderthal/Denisovan, and that I had to do a little bit of research myself to figure out exactly what was going on. But the Denisovan is a Asian kind of Neanderthal. It's mixed with 41.5% human, and some of that's indigenous. So at some point they did cross over the Bering Land Strait and have been in the Americas. So what we have there is, you know, a very dangerous, aggressive. We know they attack each other, and they could definitely attack and hurt humans for sure.
Do you know how old? Do you know how long it's been dead for?
It was dead about 2 days when I found it.
2 days. So wait a second.
Yeah.
Let me. So you think it was attacked by another Bigfoot 2 days prior? In other words, there's another living Bigfoot in that area?
Yeah, and I mean these are we call them Bigfoot, but these are like Neanderthal human hybrid. And there's another one that attacked this one, and the one of the interesting things we found on our specimen, which we showed to 60,000 people, was this reproductive bone, and that's an anomaly that the Bigfoot has that is also in polar bears, and these are adaptations that allow it to procreate in an aggressive way, and that leads us to think that they don't actually form family units. They're very nomadic.
I don't know, man. What do you think?
If they do,
I don't know, man. You know what I like about it, though? The mouth is open. See, when we die, the mouth relaxes and it opens. That's why the Epstein death picture is fake, because his mouth was closed. That's why people still think he's alive. See how it's open here? I don't know, maybe real.
engage, it's for that aggressive procreation, and then they go their separate ways. So
did you send this to a forensic anthropologist, or did a forensic anthropologist look at these remains?
So right now we've had the DNA test done. I've been trying to get more people to actually be in person with the body. I did get a documentary team came and peer reviewed the DNA, and this is a documentary team from Japan, and they filmed the whole a little movie on this, and they have released it there, and I have snippets of it on our website. And then what was really great is at the showing of this the first time. There was the Six Nation Indian tribes of New York, the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, Tuscarora, and Seneca tribes. They came by and looked at the body, and they left and came back and gave me an award. They had came in and immediately identified it as a Bigfoot, as a bark eater, which is another name for Adirondack up there. So it's been like multiple verifications across different paths, and we're trying to get as much people to see this thing as possible.
Have you got any other mainstream verifications, any recognition from more of the major bodies or experts?
We're looking to get some additional people involved with the body. It's been an uphill battle. And
why? They don't believe it?
Well, Bigfoot has been considered kind of taboo and stuff. The thing is, this is a global phenomenon. This Bigfoot have been experienced or encountered globally, okay? But it's still, as you know, with what happened with UFOs, that was considered fringe until it's not. So we are literally punching our way through wall after wall, getting this information out there. And, the main thing I'm trying to tell people is you got to be careful when you're going out there into the wilderness.
Well, or grab a camera, because my gosh, look.
That's the thing. Nobody's getting nobody's getting any good evidence. I mean, this would be the best if it's real. But something tells me this is not real. My instincts, for some reason, just the way the eyes look. Guys, that's it for today. I gotta go. I am not well, but I'll be fine for tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry the tranche of UFOs wasn't that great. Sorry I don't feel that great. But appreciate you coming here and hanging out, and everybody. So look, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for UFOs. And if you ain't looking out, you ain't looking out for Bigfoot and other stuff. Oy. All right. I'll see you guys on the Flipperooski. Sorry. Have a good night, okay? Don't be mad. I can't help it. I'm still going to be like this every now and then. All right. Giddy up. Bye-bye. Alien bless.